So it's one more thing why Gervonta Davis can beat him.
So you think all that's going to be beneficial for Gervonta? Obviously, right? It's going to matter in the fight.
I think so.
Good second rounds, he was like running, hold.
Gervonta Davis is stepping up his game for the upcoming rematch with Lamont Roach. He's now working with Vasiliy Lomachenko as part of his training for the August fight. Lomachenko, known as one of the most accomplished amateur boxers ever, recently made headlines by announcing his retirement. That announcement officially shut the door on a long-rumored fight between him and Davis. Still, his involvement in Davis's camp adds a new level of experience and intensity to the preparation, signaling just how seriously Davis is taking this rematch.
I can fight with him for free. I can fight for. Why he can't fight with me when I stay in the 130? Why then I was a 130 champion, WBO champion. He has a IBF title. Why in that moment he can't fight with me?
I wanted to see him and Tank Davis a couple years ago. I don't know. I'll tell you one thing, kind of like we talked about with the same thing we talked about with Canelo, that if he's ever going to fight Benavidez, it better be soon. If this fight's going to happen, it has to happen soon, because Lomachenko, again, the clock is still ticking.
That's exactly why Gervonta "Tank" Davis brought Lomachenko into his camp, to help him better understand Lamont Roach's fighting style. Roach and Davis share a similar approach in the ring. Both are boxer punchers, meaning they can hit hard but also know how to move and think strategically. The key difference is that Davis packs much more power in his punches. Still, Roach is sharp and skilled, and that's made him tough for Davis to beat. This is why Davis is taking no chances and is looking for every edge he can get. Lomachenko had an incredible amateur career. He fought 397 times and lost only once. So it's no surprise that he started his professional journey with such success. Interestingly, Lomachenko has always kept an eye on fighters like Lamont Roach. On the other hand, Gervonta "Tank" Davis built his reputation on power, but he's also highly skilled, and he proved that in his latest training sessions. One common criticism of Gervonta "Tank" Davis is that he often gives away the early rounds while trying to figure out his opponent's style. That can be risky, especially against skilled fighters. As usual, a big part of his training focuses on power. But this time, he's also putting in work on flexibility, strength, and stamina. In recent training footage, Tank was seen doing stretches, push-ups, and other bodyweight exercises to stay in top shape. Davis has struggled with making weight in the past, even missing his grand arrival before his last fight because he was out jogging to shed pounds. This time, he seems determined to stay on track and avoid the same issue.
Hey Tank, we're gonna go 35 for 12.
Many years ago, legendary champion Marvin Hagler remarked that it's hard to get up and do road work at 5 a.m. when you're sleeping in silk pajamas.
After finishing his bodyweight exercises, Gervonta "Tank" Davis moved on to mitt work and the heavy bag, testing out his punching power. He then stepped into the ring for a sparring session with an unnamed partner before taking a short break. Looking into the camera, he confidently said, taking it all out on August 16th. With his speed, strength, skill, and confidence, Davis is aiming to make Lamont Roach think twice about stepping in the ring with him. The undefeated American star has a perfect 30-0 record and is known for his quick hands, sharp reflexes, and knockout power. Many have compared him to his former mentor, Floyd Mayweather, but with even more punching force. Gervonta Davis is back in the gym, getting ready for his rematch with Lamont Roach, now set for March 1st. New training footage shows the American star back in action, hitting the pads with incredible speed alongside his team. The sharpness and quickness he displayed during the workout have already started turning heads.
Ready, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, power, 6, 5, power, 4, power, 3, 2, one more. Good. Under here. Roll under the bed. God.
Tank Davis fired off short, sharp punches with incredible speed, leaving fans amazed by what they were seeing. His hand speed was on full display, and it didn't go unnoticed. One fan wrote, "Simply incredible," while another said, "He's on a whole different level, so much talent." One fan pointed out something many missed: no one's noticing he's a natural southpaw doing this in an orthodox stance, with perfect foot placement. He's really on another level. Some fans are already making predictions, with one writing, "Tank vs. Roach isn't going to last very long." Another added, "He looks fight ready right now." This rematch nearly happened in 2024, but talks fell apart. According to ESPN, Vasiliy Lomachenko wanted the rest of the year off. His manager, Aegis Klimas, told Steve Kim, "Loma's not in the mood right now. He's not motivated. He wants to spend more time with his family. Money alone isn't enough for him." Lomachenko, now 37, last fought in May when he beat George Kambosos Jr. to win the IBF title. Since then, he hasn't defended the belt or shown any clear signs of returning to the ring.
He retired, and he was saying that I felt as though like he didn't really like. They were saying that he was scared or anything like that. I was like,
The IBF has given Lomachenko a clear choice. If he wants to keep his title, he'll need to face the winner of a planned interim fight between Raymond Muratalla and Keyshawn Davis in 2025. But with Lomachenko's future uncertain, that matchup seems unlikely. Meanwhile, many fighters are hoping to land a chance to work with His Excellency Turki Alalshik, the key figure behind Riyadh season and a major driving force in boxing's recent comeback. As chairman of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority, Alalshik has helped bring some of the biggest boxing events to
it's like people selling that self, like, you know, even the picture where everybody was in the room, it was like some devil. Facts though, like some devil. They sold that soul. Yeah, you go with that. That was crazy. And you seen how the guy was? He looked at the scorecard. Yeah.
From Tyson Fury vs Alexander Usyk to the upcoming clash between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev, Saudi royal Turki Alalshik has helped bring major boxing events back to life. But one big name is still missing from his lineup: Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Despite Alalshik's rising influence in the sport, the Baltimore-born star has kept his distance. However, Davis has recently spoken up, explaining why he hasn't teamed up with boxing's most powerful promoter, and what it would take for him to agree to a high-stakes fight against WBC lightweight champion Shakur Stevenson, possibly later this year or next.
Come on, man. You want to get Tank over here and fight? Man, I already know what y'all gonna do. Yeah. But every time I say something, it's like I'm hating.
Back in February, Gervonta Davis opened up to rapper Lil Yachty about why he's been hesitant to work with Saudi promoters. The 30-year-old boxing champ said he didn't like how they first approached him. "They came at me the wrong way," Davis explained. "They told me I'd be fighting Devin Haney, then turned around and said Devin was their guy." This left Davis feeling like the situation was unfair, like the deck was stacked against him right from the start.
Who you want your legacy to be, if you care? Because some interviews I see you say like, "Yeah, I don't care about this, I don't care about that." Where you stand on that?
It just like, it's so up and down in the sport. When I say up and down in the sport, it's like a lot of people don't know, but it been 3 or 4 people in my weight class that been undisputed, type of thing, and they held it for like only a couple months. I beat Ryan.
Davis made it clear, "If Devin's your guy, you've got to pay me fairly," he said, explaining what it would take for him to work with Turki Alalshik. "Because I already know, I'll need a knockout to win over there. If not, they'll hand it to him." Now that Devin Haney has moved up from lightweight and Shakur Stevenson is working with Riyadh season, a Davis vs Stevenson fight seems more likely. But for it to happen, Davis insists he must be paid what he's worth. In the meantime, all eyes are on Davis's highly anticipated rematch with Lamont Roach Jr., set for August 16, 2025, in Las Vegas. Their last fight, held on March 1st in New York, ended in a controversial draw.
Beat Devin. Devin was undisputed. You get what I'm saying? Like it don't, like it's up and down. Cause some people will discredit what I've done. Ain't gonna lie. My influence, my everything in the sport just that long. Even coming from where I come from is
Right.
like, you feel me? I feel like I'm already up there with whoever, like Floyd Mayweather,